State for finance, budget, and national planning. My leaders and colleagues, the Honorable Minister is here to address this Parliament and provide information, documents in respect of national socio investment programs. Various program officers appeared before this committee and made submission. And in an effort to trace the taxpayers' money committed on this program, we demanded for some documents, and Mr. Dotun Adebayo, to be very precise, submitted that all the documents we are asking for are with the Ministry of Budget and National Planning as at then. That has now been merged with the Federal Ministry of Finance. Hence, the invitation, sir, that you should appear and provide the records that we're asking for, and also shed, lights on all the issues.
The National Social Investment Program, like you know, is a portfolio of programs created in 2015 and launched in 2016 by the federal government of Nigeria to deliver socio-economic support to the disadvantaged Nigerians across the nation. A steering committee was constituted at the launch of the program, chaired by His Excellency, the Vice President.
We want to ask where the procurement records are.
I wasn't around during this period of 2016 to 2019.
I know we had the Director of Procurement for almost 3 years when this program ran in the ministry, who later left to Ministry of Police Affairs.
The new Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, all the documents related to NSIP were left behind with the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, now Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. And we are hearing a different explanation from yourself today.
The director was transferred last year. The person next to her also was transferred almost at the same time. So to get this information, you will need those two officers.
If I can get the Honorable Minister right.
Yes.
He said the presentation he made, as at the time he made those presentations, he was not even in the ministry.
Yes, but yet.
Isn't it?
Yes.
But yet, he was able to lay his hands on the record and make presentations. So what differs now from what the minister
Because
said?
the figures picked there were not picked in
But
the
they should be able to have
They
the
were picked
records.
from me.
The
from
records should be
records. Where are the procurement records?
Give us the procurement records, and that ends there. Nobody is questioning you whether you have power or authority to spend money, because the Parliament has given you the power to spend the money based on the various appropriation act of the Parliament, which Mr. President has stated to. So that's another issue. But the issue is this: that money. What did you do with it? If there's nothing hidden, give us the records. Just like the way you gave us the records on Empower.
You cannot have an officer traveling and will travel with the record or transfer with the record. So it's a show of weakness to be toasting us around that we have to wait for somebody that has left your ministry to come and listen to him.
And looking at the presentation of the Honorable Minister, the PAMSEC, the Director, I would like to move that all the Minister, the former PAMSEC, the former directors, and every one of them that had served in that ministry and the present ministry cause appearance before this constitutional committee to defend this situation and get appropriate solutions.
And that of the Ministry of Finance and National Budget should appear. We are dealing with these institutions. Calling everybody will make this entire exercise cumbersome. Let these officers deal with these issues in their respective ministries and report to us.
The people we should look for are those people that run this program. People that run this program, they are the people that we should look for. Because yes, the minister has responsibility for political leadership of the ministry, and he will come here to start telling us about something that was not on the spot, it wasn't there when it happened. We might not get to the root of the matter. So let's first of all let us take the position on the motion moved by Honorable Edu. Those who support say aye.
Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. In addition thereto, Honorable Minister, let me state clearly, and for the benefit of members of the public, that this program has about 5 platforms. JIP, the Bank of Industry, has appeared before this committee. And they give us relevant documents that we ask for, both hard copy and soft copies. The other program, the conditional cash transfer program, the woman who is the program officer, Dr. Isikanye, also appeared and gave us relevant records. So it is only in the case of the homegrown school feeding program that we are being tossed up and down. And that is the program that has got a major part of the funds so expended, the lion's share. So it's on that account that we're asking for the 3 directors that you said have managed this program in your ministry, the program officers that have run this program. Those are the people that we want the Honorable Minister, the PAMSEC, to lead there. And they should come with the records, whatever the documents are. Except if they have been swallowed by a snake, we should know. So that's our ruling, Honorable Minister.
However, I want to say clearly here, not only to this committee, but to Nigerians, that I do not have anything to hide, and I am not doing anything to prevent you from getting the documentation.
So looking at the information that is requested, this were information that took place in 2014, where the current principal officers were not on board. I assumed duty as the Vice Chancellor of the University on the 4th of May, 2020. The 3 of us present here assumed duty within that period. So we want to plead with the House to allow us to go back, look at the information required, prepare the documents, and get back to the House.
It's that the Auditor General audited the university accounts and then came up with queries. And then the Auditor General laid the queries before the Parliament. And pursuant to Section 85 of the Constitution, we're asking the VC for fair hearing to appear before us. So now that he has told this committee that the invitation met him in Abuja, and the records at Efruwari? Okay, So how many hours, days do you want to go and fetch the document? Because there is a flight now. Yes. We now have regular flights to Benin. So do you want to go now and come back tomorrow? So that's what I'm asking. We'll give you the opportunity to go and bring your records. From 2008, and we're in 2020, 12 years after. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't project us as serious-minded people, nation. So we want to clear all the backlog of all these auditors' queries so that we can begin to treat queries timeously. So if we leave this is 2014 or 15? 2014. If we leave it unanswered, or we say, okay, come next year, then we are not being serious. So please, we'll give you a maximum of 7 days.
Okay.
7 days, please.
Okay.
To go, prepare, and appear.
The total amount released to the PTAD was 16,228,871,746.55. Now, the sum of 3,838,703,858 naira 89 kobo was expended in the 4th quarter of the year 2014, while total expenditure from January to September 2015 was 8,849,354,289 naira 52 kobo. Therefore, total expenditure from September 2014 to September 2015 was 12,688,058,148 naira 40 kobo. Total inflows less total expenditure, that is 16.2 billion minus 12.6 billion, gave a balance of 3.5 billion. Mr. Chairman, the Director General had been requested to account for the sum of 3,540,813,598 naira 15 kobo with the following document: bank statements, B, bank reconciliation statement, C, vote book, D, payment vouchers, E, cash books, and F, evidence of transfer to Treasury Single Account, TSA. Mr. Chairman, that's the first part of the query.
But there's an addendum, there's a...
Yes, in continuation.
Yeah.
On 4th of July, 2016, the DG responded via a letter with reference PTAD admin 98.1. And after verifying his response, it was observed that he had not addressed the issues raised in the report by providing the aforementioned documents. Consequently, the amount under reference, 3,540,813,598.15, should be recovered and paid back to chest, and evidence of recovery made available to this committee.
My name is Dr. Chioma Nenna Ejikeme, and I am the Executive Secretary of the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate. PTAD was established to take care of pensioners who retired under the defined benefit scheme and did not transit to the contributory pension scheme. 124,999,999 naira 97 kobo, and not 16,228,871,746 naira 55 kobo, as reported by the federal auditors. In the same vein, the expenses amounted to 15,343,795,383 naira 30 kobo, as against the 12,688,038,148 naira 40 kobo reported by the federal auditors. The balance of 1,081,204,619 naira 67 kobo was eventually transferred to the Treasury single account in September of 2015 in compliance with presidential directives. And we have Appendix 1 on page 55 of our presentation, Volume 1, as evidence of that.
Payment transfer to the TSA account. Auditor General. Eh?
We have the evidence of the transfer to the TSA account here.
Auditor General, you want to say something?
Payment voucher and cash book. Those are the things they are supposed to bring. And evidence of transfer of the balance.
Well, Auditor General, the statutory documents the Auditor General asked for. No, you're not getting it, ma'am. The Auditor General asked for statutory documents. So we need to get these documents now. And that document will further attest to their submission.
Carry it, Chairman.
So that's it. Yes. Our brother from Auditor General asked for, sir. So do you have them here, ma'am?
We have the statement for a very short, cannot bring them here. So that's why I've asked the Director of Finance and Accounts to kindly, by your permission,
yes,
throw more light on.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Director of my leaders, can we now yield to the board?
Yes.
It was observed during the audit examination of CIPPO running cost voucher that a personal advance of 2 million naira was granted to staff in cash to rent a hall on 21st July 2015, contrary to Federal Treasury Circular on e-payments reference number TRY AB and BB OAGF CAD 25 volume 11 dated 22nd October 2008, which states that money should be paid directly into the account of the beneficiary, and on no account should cash be collected in the name of any officer for the purpose of disbursement to any contractor. Audit investigation also revealed that the market survey conducted in respect of hiring the hall used for the event venue was actually 900,000 naira per day on working days and 1 million naira on weekends. And the standing rule operating at the event center is that a down payment of 50% of the rental sum should be paid and not 80% as stated in the memo of request. The executive director has been requested to explain this contravention of extant federal circular relating to e-payment guideline, while the over-invoiced amount, totaling 1,100,000 paid to the staff, should be recovered in accordance with Financial Regulation 3106.
Defendant and accused come to the court and plead guilty. The sentence will be lighter. The sentence will be lighter. Report from the other committee. It's in Kaduna, which they claim to have built, but I think the building can no longer be seen. And then the issue is, okay, where is the building? Where is money? The allegation is that it was PTDF that destroyed the property. So, National Council of Arts and Culture is seeking for redress. They want compensation from PTDF. And it was not possible for us to shake PTDF's head in their absence. Hence, the invitation extended to PTDF. Already, we've resolved that we'll go to Kaduna. Yes. We'll go for on-the-spot assessment to find out what has happened. So, my PTDF, you are here now. You've had. Okay, let's Auditor Ebo, DG, can we meet you again?
Honorable members, my colleagues, gentlemen of the press, my names are Otumba Oluwasegun Rushewe. I'm the Director General and President of the World Craft Council, OON. The taxpayers' money was used to build a property in Kaduna for NCAC before I was even appointed. And the very month I was appointed, 2 weeks after, we got a call from Kaduna State officer in charge of lands who said PTDF under the Institute of Petroleum or something would like to use our land. Well, there's nothing wrong, government to government. They now said to me that PTDF have provided compensation to give us money, and the governor of Kaduna State is going to give us alternative land. I know by the land use decree of 1976, you cannot take government land for an individual, but at least they are also government. And I said, no problem. If that place is suitable for them, and Kaduna can give us another land and pay us our compensation, which they claim, they confirmed that PTF gave them money to pay all the owners of the land there. And I said, fine, no problem. Only for me to come back the third time, and they said we were not captured among those being given compensation. And this is taxpayers' money. And I've come here, this committee have asked me, where is the building? We can't find it. So the only way out is to make this formal report, which I've submitted to the committee. With all the details, we have a CFO, which is we are the owners of the land. We have a building plan approval. We have statutory plan approval, and the building consent of Kaduna State. Right now, because of what has happened, we are paying 2.3 million for a property we have to rent to put our staff in it. So that's the true story, sir.
Thank you very much. So PTDF, can we have your submission? You also need to have a copy of your own submission.
By way of preamble, I would like to say that PTDF is in the business of capacity building in the oil and gas. It has nothing to do with the destruction of people's properties. And in the course of executing our mandate, the President of the Federal Republic agreed that we should establish a facility in Kaduna for the training of manpower in the oil and gas industry. For that purpose, Mr. Chairman, honorable members, the Kaduna State government actually issued a CFO covering a certain area that covers about 86.26 hectares for the establishment of Petroleum Institute in Kaduna. And this certificate was given to PTD free of all encumbrances. So therefore, we mobilized, we moved to site, but I have to say at that particular time, actually, there are some
listen to that presentation, please.
There are some people who claim to have their own certificate of occupancy within the area that was given to us. So Kaduna State government actually, Honorable Chairman, its own wisdom, it really issued a notice through public publications. For example, in the New Nigeria Weekly of May 1, 2010, it issued an announcement of notice of revocation of plots at a trade fair layout, of about 282 plots. And I believe the plot of art and culture is among those 282 plots. So the demolition, if any, was actually not done by PTDF. We have no power to demolish anybody's property. It was done by the Kaduna State government, actually.
over the land?
The land was given to us peacefully, free of any encumbrance.
Was it a bare land given to you? Was it an empty land given to you, or there were structures on the land? So when please, so sir, when you took over the land, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for records. No, leave your mic on now. You're going to be answering. So when the allocation was made to you by Kaduna State government,
yes, sir.
You visited the land.
Yes, we did.
And you took possession.
We took possession, yes.
Okay. Was it a fallow bare land or virgin land?
Yeah, it was a virgin land actually.
There was no structure on it.
It was a virgin land.
No, there was no structure on the land.
I cannot confirm because.
I'm coming now, but you say you demolished. I just want us to be.
We took possession.
Yes.
And it was a virgin land. And remember.
There are no structure on it.
Remember, the size of the land is.
Sir, sir, excuse me, sir. You see, it's put on note. Oh, sorry, my leader, sir. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, sir. My leader, I'm very sorry. Culture misappropriated the funds that was given to them to erect that building. That's what we want to cure first. And we're asking you, if the land you took over had that structure before you demolish and commence your construction.
You know, sir, I